Hey guys, so recently I just purchased an adapter which allows me to put FD lenses on my EOS R. If you don't know what FD lenses are, they are kind of the original Canon lens mount. So a lot of their old manual focus lenses are FD lenses. This mount allows me to use the lenses that come on some of the old film cameras Canon used to make, and yeah, use them on my EOS R. Now this adapter only cost me all of $14. I got it on eBay and yeah, I thought that was an absolute steal. I thought, you know what, worth a try, see if anything comes of it. I had this old 50mm 1.8 off an old film camera. It's probably one of the cheapest lenses for the FD mount. But I was keen just to give it a go, see if I could get any good results, and honestly I was pretty stoked. So you just whack these two together, clips on like that. Now one of the super awesome things about this adapter is it actually has a second control ring on it. That means that you've actually got smooth control over your aperture ring. Now the original aperture ring on these lenses, as you can probably hear, is very clicky, and it clicks in between all of the different stops. I don't know if you can see that. Now with the control ring on the adapter, it means you have a perfectly smooth aperture. A smooth aperture is absolutely awesome for video because it means that you can kind of control the brightness without having huge clicky jumpy stops that come with increasing your exposure. Now in terms of image quality, that totally comes down to the lens you use, but if you're keen to see what you can get out of a super cheap 50mm like this one, I took this lens on a wee hiking trip I did with some friends, and I did a whole bunch of footage with it, and honestly I think for the cost of this lens it's actually pretty decent. The edges are horrendously soft, but the middle's pretty sharp, and I really like the look of this lens actually. It seems to make the blue colors pop tons, which is quite interesting. But yeah, I'll let you see the results for yourself and you can see if you like it or not. Now this is an extremely fun thing to play around with, and I definitely recommend it. You're not losing out on a lot if you're spending $14 on an adapter to be able to use some old vintage lenses, so it's definitely worth playing around with. I wouldn't recommend by any means though using this 50mm for anything commercial, anything high-end, anything that needs to be super sharp, because it is definitely not. If you use this lens anything around its lowest aperture, 1.8, then pretty much only your middle is sharp and you've got a very uncontrasty image. If you stop it down to like 2.8, you seem to get a lot better picture. That's what I shot most of this film on because, yeah, it just brought out a bit more contrast and, yeah, overall sharpness. It was quite a fun experiment for me because a lot of the time I rely on autofocus, and so getting back to the basics and learning to use manual focus for video was actually quite a fun experiment. I really enjoy using this lens and this adapter, and I think it's an awesome product. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.